and welcome to SimpleSpiritualityPH. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive tarot reader, I'm a Reiki healer, and an overall lightworker. And before we dive into today's episode, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications of my new videos to please hit the subscribe button below. If you like this video later on, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or suggestions, you want to say hey, just comment down below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. Okay, so let's get to the meat of the video. Now, this video is very near and dear to my heart as well, simply because I've experienced it in the past. Now, to preface this, I would just like to say that I don't want to limit this video to just the people who are working in my particular field, which is basically the holistic services, the tarot readings, the Reiki healings, the energy healings, the wellness sector. But this is basically for anyone who may be following their passion but is afraid to charge for their services or afraid to charge for the creations that they make. Let's say, for example, that you're really good at making coasters, which is what I do too. I make coasters on the side as well. And you want to sell them. And maybe you might feel a little bit of, I'm not worthy of selling them, or maybe you're just afraid to put a price on it, and you're afraid that some people might not want to pay for those things. So this video is for you, and I hope that it changes your mind. Actually, yeah, it should change your mind for the following reasons. Okay. So to start off, I have a day job. The spirituality side of me is my passion. It is what I believe is my calling. And it is 100% everything. I mean, I would do everything for my spiritual practice, for my intuition, for my readings, for my clients, for my Reiki healings, and my spiritual consultations. I love the spiritual side of me. It's never going to turn off. And it makes me wake up in the day. It's something that I wake up for. It's something exciting for me. It's really my child. It's the thing that I really love to do, and I'm really extremely good at it. And so, in the beginning, when I was just starting out, having that premise, it was always a question to me of whether or not I could monetize it, Because some people, these are their day jobs. Some people are full-time tarot readers and they don't have day jobs. At least corporate day jobs or employed day jobs, company employed day jobs. And some people are energy workers and they have this as their main source of income, this as their main day job as well. But for me, it always seemed to me like there was some sort of guilt there. Knowing that a lot of people needed tarot readings, knowing that a lot of people needed guidance, knowing that a lot of people needed healing in the form of Reiki, knowing that a lot of people just really need someone to listen to them and someone to point them in the right direction, not really the right direction, but in the direction that they want to go in, knowing that a lot of people need a lot of help. So that was my main struggle in my mind, particularly. How could I monetize something when clearly this person is struggling and clearly this person needs my help? How can I ask them to pay for that service? How can I even impose a monetary transaction or a monetary exchange for that? So to me, it was kind of like, it was actually guilt, if you really think about it. It seemed like it was a guilty thing for me to do. It felt like I was taking advantage of people in the beginning when I tried to put a price on my services, on my tarot readings and my Reiki healings. But then, the more that I thought about it, the more that all of those misconceptions started to flutter away. I thought about all the people who had this as their day job, their tarot readers and their Reiki healers, and all of the energy workers of the world, the light workers of the world who have this profession as their day job. And I started to see the value in it. And there was one tipping point that was actually prompted by my Reiki master, Mrs. Saraswati Sadhurubin, Namaste to her. And she told us as a class in one of our Reiki classes that it's perfectly fine if you want to do a pro bono type of thing. If you want to do Reiki healings for free, it's totally up to you. And that should be the case when it comes to people who really, really need it, but let's say don't have the money really to pay for it. And you can always offer it as that part of tithing for you. But at the same time, putting a price on your services or allowing people to pay for your services is also one way that you are going to honor and respect your craft. Okay? So putting a price on it and allowing people to pay for it for a service that is done correctly, a service that is of great value, is of premium value actually, because you've invested your time and your energy, literally your energy, and your intuition, a lot of you into it, not just your money. But it basically allows you to see how much you can respect it. I know that putting a price on it is not the only way for you to respect your craft, but it certainly does up that value for you personally. And it ups that value for other people as well. When people see that something is good enough to pay for, then they automatically see it as a premium. And that's a good thing for you. As long as you sincerely do your service, as long as you sincerely create the things that you want to create, you can always put a price on it. And one of the things that I realized is the key to not feeling guilty about it is putting a price that you're comfortable with. So in my case, after I heard that, it really made a lot of sense to me that when I put a price on my tarot readings and when I put a price on my Reiki healings, and when I finally allowed people to pay for my services, it really taught me to respect my craft more. It really taught me to respect my time much more. And it taught me to respect my energy as a whole much more. So that was a really big thing for me. But when I started, what I did was to price it in a way that was very comfortable to me. So if you are watching this and you are in the same position that you're following your passion, you're doing your calling, but you are afraid to charge for it, I suggest price it at a range that you are comfortable with. So you can start out small, like what I did. For when I started out with my tarot readings, I started out at 350 pesos, which wasn't really a lot. And I was still doing free tarot readings at the time as well. So I was toggling between paid and free tarot readings. So what you can do is you can start out small. And then once you're in the groove of allowing people to pay for your services and giving people the service that they want, giving the people the item that they want, and seeing their faces, just light up and be happy and be satisfied with what you've offered, with what they've paid for, that's when you can start raising your prices, surely and slowly. So you don't have to all at once set a ridiculous amount. And this is also cautionary. You don't actually have to set a ridiculous amount for a particular price. For a particular service or a particular item, unless it really calls for it. So you can go about it that route, Again, that's one interesting thing too that I'd like to point out. If you price your items too much right away, or if you price your services at a really, really high standard without having enough justification for it, one, you'll feel like you're cheating yourself and you're cheating your customers, and two, you're going to get into the mindset of lack in general. So the reason why people, I'm not sure if this is for everyone, but a lot of times people will try to price an item or a service really, really high because they feel like it's not going to click, basically. And that's coming from a mindset of lack. Or sometimes people price an item because it does price an item really, really highly because it's a bestseller, but that's not actually fair. And that's also coming from a lack mindset. So what we want to avoid when it comes to this pricing thing also is the lack mindset, because as we know, whatever we focus on in this universe expands. If you think that you have to price something so high because not a lot of people will buy it, that is what you're going to get in your outside world. Not a lot of people buying it, even though it's priced ridiculously high. So we have to escape that lack mindset, and we have to get into the allowing mindset. Allow people to pay for your items. Allow people to pay for your service, especially if you're a freelancer, especially if you're starting out and you know that your product is good and you know that you can provide a great service, then why not share that abundance? It's also a way for money to circulate in our system. So it's not just for you, but it actually helps the whole economics of things. In the bigger picture, it allows money to circulate properly and just get to so many places. And yeah, so I hope this video has kind of opened you up a little more to allowing, basically, allowing yourself to be paid for your passion, allowing yourself to be paid for a great service that you provide, allowing yourself to be paid for a great item that you provide. And it's not just limited to, again, the spiritual field and the healing field. This is for everyone. All the local sellers, local farmers, local artisans, freelancers, freelancers in music, freelancers in graphics, freelancers in writing, in content creation, and everything in between. So that's it. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or suggestions, you want to say hey, just comment down below. If you would like to receive notifications of my new videos, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. Stay happy, stay healthy, don't feel guilty, and ciao for now. Bye.